Hola, thank you all for coming. My name is Dr. Hamlet. I am one of the Title I assistant principals here. I've met some of you, I've not met Dad here and things like that, so welcome. Today we're going to go over some of these things here. We're going to talk a little bit about our Give West LSPI goals, which has changed. A little bit about Title I, our evaluation forms. And then I'm going to have Ms. Sparks, who is our instructional technology / new title person, and she'll explain a little bit about that to you, give you some technology information. And then we'll close out. All right, so one of the things that we have to talk about this year is our multi-tier system of support. And that's our framework to help your child hear and give with any social, emotional, behavior, assessment, and instructional technology and resources piece of it, okay? So your child can get a Chromebook to take home if they need one. Okay, you just need to let us know, and that child can have that Chromebook at home if it's not released to them already. With the Chromebook, they can use it to do activities at home, assignments. If they're absent, they can work at home to use that. So that's one of the technology pieces that we have. At Give West, our technology can provide a wide range of problem-solving solutions, and Ms. Sparks is going to go over a little bit about that in a minute. We want all of our students to be able to access technology here at school and at home. Okay? Thank you. All right, so our local school of improvement goal, and this is for our new year coming up. We have two goals that deals with technology. The first one is goal 2B. And that is to provide opportunity for your child to have a technology at home and be able to use technologies here on campus, right? And then the goal 4C is to communicate and engage parents. So I want to thank you all for coming out today. It's really important that you are here because you need to know this, right? And you need to give us input in what else we can do for your child. So the other piece is the communication and engagement, which has to do with this meeting and getting parents involved. So a little bit about Title I. Title I program funds all of these things and a lot more that you don't see. And we're going to discuss a little bit of that. It's in the largest federal assistance programs. It comes from the federal government via the Gwinnett County Public School. It provides students who are at risk of not meeting state standard requirements. So we give Saturday schools, we give all these other interventions, and a lot more coming this year to help your child to get on track academically. All right? It's determined by the lunch application. So if your child has not completed a lunch application, or if you have not, please do that. It's really important. This year breakfast is free, but lunch is not. If you complete that lunch application, your child will get lunch for free. Okay, so we need you to do that if you have not done that. And it also supports families. We are trying to do a lot more with our families this year. This parent center is for you. So if you need to come in, use a computer, you find a book, or just kind of talk, you can do that. So please feel free to use this space as you need to. Another type of programs that we have two types of Title I programs. We have targeted assistance program, which Give West is. And we also have all the schools participating in different programs, like I said, after school programs. We receive our funds, again, from the Department of Education. They look at how many lunch applications we have, and then they allocate funds to us. This year, we are allocated $94,000. That's a lot of money. So what we're planning on doing is providing more technology, more support for your kids, and we'll get information out to you via our newsletter about what's going on. Please participate and encourage your child to participate. All right, so we have two things that's really important that we need you to understand about. That's our plan and our promise. So we have them displayed here, and we'll have them in our newsletter, and anything that we do for Title I, we'll talk about our plan and our promise. So our plan is describing how our school will provide opportunities to improve family engagement that will support learning at school and at home. Okay, that's the technology piece, right? And our promise is a written agreement that outlines how the school, the students, and families are going to work together to get this plan in one accord, okay? So our plan and our promise is on the newsletter, is on our website, thanks to Ms. Sparks, she puts it on the website. It's in English and in Spanish. If you need to read it, please let me know, all right? Last but not least for me is our evaluation form. So in order for us to do the right thing for you and your child, we need to know what we're doing right and what we're doing wrong. Okay? So after Ms. Sparks' presentation, if you can please hang back and do a quick evaluation for us, we will deeply appreciate it. It's really important because, again, we need to make changes. We need to know what changes to make. All right? So at this point, I'm going to introduce you to our awesome Ms. Sparks, who is currently our new
Instructional Technology Innovation Coach.
That's her right there.
We have a new title.
And she's going to provide you with our technology piece of this meeting. Okay? Thank you, Ms. Sparks.
Absolutely. Hi, everybody. We have a new title in the county for myself. We've been called LSTCs for years. So you may have heard that title before, but now we're called ITI coaches. So that's new. All right, so first going to talk about the parent portal. This is something that you sign up for, and then you have access to see all of your students' information. And you sign up one time, and then you'll see all of the students that you have. So if you have a student in elementary and in middle, or middle and high, you'll see both of them, or all three of them, how many you have, in your one parent portal account. And in your parent portal account, when you see your two students, you can click on either one, and then you'll see all of their information. And this is everything that you can see about your child, their schedule, what their attendance is, if they're tardy, if they're checked in. You can see their class schedule. You can go in here and see their grade book, what their grades are, if they have missing assignments. So this is all of the information that you'll see for them. You can also see the student information. So if you, to see what like address is in there, your phone number, email addresses. So if you need to look in there, if anything needs to be updated, you can see what's in there right now so that you would know if you needed to update or anything like that. And Ms. Garcia, do you have the form that they, okay. So you can see Ms. Garcia, if you don't have this parent portal, then she can help you sign up for that. And it's real important, you can keep up with everything for all of your students with just one login. Okay? All right, My Payments Plus. This is another great parent resource that you guys have. So this will let you see any fees or any information for your students as far as if you need to put anything on their lunch account. I know like in elementary schools, if the students want to get ice cream, they have to go through like their student number. And if they do that, it has to come through their My Payments Plus account. So if you wanted to put money on the account, you would do it here. And if you don't have the free lunch, if you have a reduced lunch, or if you have to pay for lunch, you would put the money on this account. And if they have library book fees, or if you wanted to purchase t-shirts at your school, or any kind of fees, like in high school, if they're paying for, what are high school fees? Like yearbooks or books or anything like that, you could pay for them on the My Payments Plus account. Also, when we have our Title I documents, or at your home schools also Title I documents, you can look at those and sign them through the My Payments Plus. So it has lots of information for you. So if you do not have a My Payments Plus, we can also do that here before you go. And it's pretty simple. We have a link for you to click, but you'll just go in and put in Georgia, Gwinnett County, and then you just put your email in and make a password. And then you go in here and you say, I'm a parent. Put in your student's ID number and their last name, and then you click add and you're in. And then once you have the account, this is everything that you're going to see. The most important here would be a cafeteria account if you need to put money on it, and then the documents where you would find the Title I documents. At your home schools, you may see things in your events and activities if you had any information you needed there, and then fees if they have anything like you wanted to buy a yearbook, you would see those things in there. So this would be on the right-hand side of the account after you've created it. So we can help you sign up for that if you need a My Payments Plus account today. All right, so your students have a student portal, just like you have a parent portal, they have a student portal that they go into. And this is all of their information that they see. So they start off with all of their online resources that they have available. All of their online textbooks will be found here, and it goes with their grade. This is an 8th grade example, so you'll see different books for whatever grade are available here. We have additional resources here, and you'll see the scroll bar, so there's a lot more that are listed down here. This is where the students can find like Delta Math and Amplify Reading. These are things that they use in their classroom, and we'll talk about those later. And there are some other things on here that I'll show you in the next couple of slides that the students use in the classroom. And then this one here is where the kids can go into My Student View, where they can see what you guys see in the parent portal. They see their grade books, they can see their schedule, that kind of thing. And this is also where they can go and see My E-Class course pages. And so those are the teacher pages where they can see their assignments, they can see activities that they're going to do, and keep up with what's going on. So if they're home, they're absent, they can keep up with what's going on that day in class. And then if they wanted to look up anything in the Media Center, look at what books were available to check out, they can do that here also. And this just explains what I just did. All right, so this is the students' e-class page. That My e-class page is where they go in to see all of the classes they have with their teachers that are on their schedules. And the first page that they get to when they click the button is the Give Center West landing page. And this is where they're going to see all the information about Give West. They have the schedule, and further down we have announcements, there's some counseling information, Media Center information. Over here they have information about students, and then there's a teacher shout out, and then below that there's like a student survey and all kinds of things that they would have to do here. But when they're looking for their classes, they click on, we call it the waffle up there, and then you'll see all of their classes listed that they can click on, and then it takes them to their teacher page. And they're all set up the same so that they know where to go each time they click on a different teacher page. And so they can click on this, and you don't have access to this on your parent portal yet. The county's still working on that. But you can have your child bring it up and you'll be able to see it. And they would just click on the different class, and then it takes them to the day, the work that they're going to do that day. All right, so something new for us this year is in their student portal where they're going to be taking their tests through their portal page. And this is through their student view. So when they go into their grade book, this is that same menu that's on the parent portal on that right-hand side, attendance, schedule, grade book. They have a separate section that's called assessment. So when they're given a test in their class, or if they have a county final exam or a midterm exam, they're going to show up in this assessment section. And they'll get a little notification. They'll have a number here. This child has one test available, and it pops up and it says, you have a test available. And so they know they can go in here and take this. For the county tests, they're called CFAs, Common Formative Assessment. And so this particular child has an 8th grade language arts test coming up. But what's really great about this new system is that we also have the assessment history. So you can go in with your child and you can click on this and it will list all the tests that they've taken. Of course, I've blocked out the score, but you can see that they've already taken an algebra test here. You'll see the score and you'll see when they took it. So you can see all the tests that they've taken in their classes. They'll all be listed for you. So if they have, 2 or 3 tests coming up, that number will let them know and let you know how many tests they have, and then they'll be listed right there to see. So that's something new this year for all of us. All right, so these are the online programs that I told you about earlier that were in that middle section of their student portal, those extra online resources. So the top 3 are the ones that we have for our academic classes that the teachers are going to use to help supplement their classes for their math and their language arts, to help the kids with those basic skills, to get them back up to the level that they need to be, to get them back on that academic track where they need to be on. And we have Delta Math, iReady, and then Achieve 3000. And those are for our math and our language arts programs that we have. And those are through the county. So everyone in the county has access. They go, they are through the portal and they're connected to our classes, their e-class pages, or the teacher pages, and into our grade books. And so they're all connected in through the county, and they're going to see that. So wherever they go, they're going to see these programs. The work that they do is going to follow them to their next class, so they won't lose any of that. Their next teachers will see what they've been working on when they're here, and they go back to their home school. Now the next 3 at the bottom are programs that we have also in the county, but it's to help support everything that they create in all their different classes. So we have the Google Workspace, we have all of our Google Docs that are available in there. We have the Microsoft Office, so that's like Excel and Word. We have those through Microsoft Office. And then we also have Adobe Creative Cloud, where they can create things with like videos and posters and so much. We have like Photoshop and Lightroom and all different kinds of things that our kids can use in those elective classes that they have, where it's like highly creative. I mean, it's big time. And so this is to get a county license for this was a real big deal for us. And so the kids have access to that. They can use it here at school. They can use it at home. And because it's online, there's an online access to it, they can use it anywhere as long as they have a device. All right, and so then here at our school, we have a program called IXL that we use to supplement our curriculum for our teachers. Other schools have it too, but the information that we use here just stays here with our school. The schools have their own. But we use this in language arts, math, and science. The teachers use it in many different ways. You'll see your kids logging in and doing it, but the main thing from this is extra practice. So they get the chance to go in, and each content area has a list of topics that they can practice. And they can practice at their own pace. And when they go in, if they're not sure what to do, there's a place where they can learn with an example, so it can spell it out in words step by step, or they can actually watch a video of someone working through the problem and talking about it. So it depends on how they understand it, what makes sense to them, and so it gives them both. And then an extra step in that is if they get something incorrect, they can go through and it will tell them what the problem was, how the student answered, and then they remind them, here's the definition, this was what we're looking for, and then this is how you actually solve the problem. So after they get it wrong, it walks them through, this is what you should have done, and then at the bottom it'll go, you got it? And they click yes, and then it takes them to another problem and lets them do it again. And each time, they can go back to this, maybe I need help again. go back to an example or watch a video before I answer the next question. So it really gives them a lot of support on whatever topic they decide to pick. And that's language arts, math, and science, and we have it 6th grade through like 11th grade level classes. So we have a lot of support here in this IXL program. I really like it. All right, so in the past we have used a program called USA Test Prep. You might be familiar with it if your students have worked here or in other courses, but they have kind of changed some things that we're not exactly excited about. So we're looking into a new program. It's called Edmentum and Study Island. You may be familiar with Study Island. They have a big presence in elementary schools. You may recognize the name. They have expanded into middle and high school now. So we're going to use Study Island with our middle school and our academy kids, which is our 6th grade through 9th grade. It is video explanations with practice and some like, I can't think of what it's called, progress, no, not progress checks, performance tasks, where you like drag and drops and that kind of thing, like activities for them to do to practice what they're learning here, with some like formative assessments, questions and stuff. And then for our higher level, our high school level classes, we're going to be using something that's called Play-Doh courseware, courseworks. And this is more like, you know, high school level courses where they're learning higher level concepts, topics, and they're answering questions, and they're working out problems. This is more, you know, middle schoolish type videos. These are more like lecture type videos, high school level, that they're going to see. So we kind of separated out for the 2 different levels. And so we'll be starting this after Labor Day. Our students haven't seen it yet. You guys are the first to see that it's coming. So it's all new, and we're like really excited and a little bit nervous, but it's going to be great. So this is our new thing coming up. So when you hear your kids talking about it, this is what they're talking about, the new program. That's it for tech.
All right, thank you so much. So we have a lot of technology and a lot of programs coming out for you all and for your kids, okay? So if there's anything else that you think we might need, please let us know with the evaluation form you're going to fill out, okay? A lot of these programs, some kids might have a different piece of it, but know that all of these pieces are kind of puzzle put together to give your child the support that is needed to get them to the next grade level and so on, and even back to their home school, okay? But if you need anything as a parent, we need to know, all right? Any questions at all, please don't hesitate in letting us know. We do appreciate you coming out, and it's a lot of you. Thank you so much. Okay? Any questions?